Hello, I welcome to UPSC Prelims Chaturya series of Shantha Lakshmi IAS Academy, where we will discuss the daily prelims MCQs from the Hindu, Indian Express and PIB. Let's get started. The first question. Consider the following statements with respect to the Financial Services Institutions Bureau. It is a government body set up under the Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance. FSIB will be the single entity for making recommendations for appointments of whole-time director and non-executive chairman in the public sector banks. The chairman of FSIB will be appointed by the Ministry of Finance. How many of the statement given above are correct? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. This was in news recently. FSIB recommended the name of IFCI Managing Director Manoj Mittal as SIDBI Chairman and Managing Director. About this, it is a government body set up under the Department of Financial Services and Ministry of Finance. The primary role of FSIB is to identify manpower capabilities and ensure proper selection of talent for senior positions at financial institutions owned by the government. It replaced the Bank Boards Bureau, which was declared an incompetent authority. Structure. FSIB would be headed by the chairman, a central government nominee. The board would comprise of secretaries of the DFS, the chairman of IRDAI, and the deputy governor of the RBI. Additionally, it will have 3 part-time members who are experts in banking and 3 more from insurance sector. Functions to recommend persons for appointment as a whole-time directors and the non-executive chairpersons on the boards of directors in public sector banks, financial institutions and public sector insurers. To advise the government on matters relating to appointments, transfer or extension of term office and termination of the services of the said directors. It would also issue guidelines for selecting general managers and directors of public sector general insurance companies. The final decisions on the FSIB recommendations would be taken by the Appointments Committee of the Cabinet, headed by the Prime Minister, to advise the government on the desired management structure at the board levels for PSBs, FIs, and PSIs, to advise the government on a suitable performance appraisal state to advise the government on suitable performance appraisal system for WTDs and the NVCs in PSBs, FIs and PSIs. To build a data bank containing data related to the performance of the PSBs, FIs and the PSIs. To advise the government on the formulation and enforcement of a code of conduct and ethics for WTDs in PSBs, FIs and PSCs. To advise the government on evolving suitable training and development programs for management personnel in PSBs and FIs and the PSIs. To help PSBs, PFIs and PSIs in terms of developing businesses, strategies and capital raising plan, etc. So the answer is only 2. Because the chairman of the PSB will be appointed by the central government, not Ministry of Finance. Moving to the next question. With reference to the Global Forest Watch, consider the following statement. It is an open source web application to monitor global forest in near real time. The GFW works under the aegis of the United Nations Environmental Program. Which of the statement given above are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 or 2. India has lost 2.33 million hectare of tree cover since 2000, according to the latest data from the Global Forest Watch Monitoring Project. About this, it is an open source web application to monitor global forest in near real time using satellite data and other sources. It is a project of the Washington-based non-profit research organization, the World Resources Institute. Most of the data compiled by the University of Maryland researchers. It is free and simple to use, enabling anyone to create custom maps, analyze the forest trends, subscribe to alerts, or download data for their local area or the entire world. It refers to tree cover when talking about forest extent, loss, and gain. Tree cover is a convenient metric for monitoring forest change because it is easily measurable from space using freely available medium resolution satellite imagery. Highlights of GFW annual forest loss data. The loss of primary forest, those untouched by people and sometimes known as the old growth forest, in the tropics declined 9% last year compared to 2022. The world last year lost about 30,000 square kilometers of tropical primary forest, an area nearly as big as Switzerland. Brazil, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Bolivia topped the ranks of tropical countries with the most primary forest losses. Deforestation globally rose by 3.2% in 2023. India has lost 2.33 million hectares of tree cover since 2000, equivalent to a 6% decrease in tree cover during this period. An average of 51.0 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent per year was released into the atmosphere as a result of tree cover loss in India. The data showed that 95% of the tree cover loss in India from 2013 to 23 occurred within natural forest. The GFW data showed the five states accounted for 60% of the all tree cover losses between 2001 and 2023. Assam had the maximum tree cover loss at 324,000 hectares compared to an average of 66,600 hectares. Mizoram lost 312,000 hectares of tree cover. Arunachal Pradesh 262,000 hectares. Nagaland 259,000 hectares and Manipur 240,000 hectares. So the answer is one only because the GFW works under the aegis of the World's Resources Institute, not UNEP. Moving to the next question. Which institution secured the 45th rank in engineering and technology of Quacquarelli Syndrome's World University Rankings in 2024? Option A, IIT Madras. Option B, IIT Delhi. Option C, IIT Bombay. Option D, IIT Kanpur. IIT Bombay climbed to 45th in engineering and technology in the 2024 QS World University Ranking. The QS rank universities in 55 disciplines. Results released by the UK-based agency highlighted IIT Bombay strength in various fields including minerals and mining, data science and AI, civil and structural engineering, and others. Notably, it improved by 2 places from 2023 in engineering and technology. So the answer is option C, IIT Bombay. Moving to the next question. Choose correct one with respect to the Khavda Renewable Energy Park. It is the world's largest renewable energy park. The region has the first best solar radiation in the country. It is being built by Adani Green Energy Limited, India's largest renewable energy company. How many of these statements given above are correct? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. This was in news recently. Adani Green Energy Limited established the world's largest renewable energy park in Gujarat's Khavda region. About this, it is the world's largest renewable energy park. It is located at Khavda in Gujarat, Kutch region, boasting an impressive 45 gigawatts capacity, predominantly fueled by solar energy. The region has the second best solar radiation in the country after Ladakh and wind speeds 5 times that of the plains. Situated just 1 kilometer from the international border with Pakistan, the energy park maintains a buffer zone manned by the Border Security Force. Originally accessed only by a modest airstrip without air traffic control, the site now gears up for a significant clean energy venture. It spans 538 square kilometer, approximately 5 times the size of the Paris. It is being built by Adani Green Energy Limited, India's largest renewable energy company. Investment AGEL will invest about rupees 1.5 lakh crore to generate 30 megawatts of clean electricity. It would comprise 26 gigawatts of solar and 4 gigawatts of wind capacity. The Kavada Park at its peak, it projected to generate 81 billion units of electricity, a quantity capable of covering entire nations such as Belgium, Chile, and Switzerland. So the answer is only 2 because the region has the second best solar radiation in the country, not first. Moving to the next question. Consider the following statements about Kuchipudi. It is one of the Indian classical dance belonging to Kerala. It incorporates both pure dance and expressive dance element as well as the storytelling through the dance. It is also performed on the edge of a brass plate on the beats of Carnatic music. How many of the statement given above not correct? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. It is highlighted that Kuchipudi artists are struggling for survival and going through a tough phase due to lack of patronage. About this, it is one of the Indian classical dance belonging to Andhra Pradesh. History. It was originally performed by a group of itinerant actors known as a Bhagavatalu who would travel from village to village performing plays and dances based on Hindu mythology. In the 15th century, the great poet and musician Siddhendra Yogi played a major role in the development of Kuchipudi. He is credited with the transforming the dance form from a simple folk art to a sophisticated and refined classical dance form. Features. The dance form is characterized by its intricate footwork, graceful movements, and subtle facial expressions. It incorporates both pure dance and expressive dance element as well as storytelling through dance. It is also performed on the edges of a brass plate on the beats of Carnatic music. It is largely developed as a Hindu god Krishna oriented Vaishnavism tradition and it is most closely related to Bhagavata Mela. The Kuchipudi performer, apart from being a dancer and actor, has to be skilled in Sanskrit and Telugu languages, music, and manuscripts of the performance. The Kuchipudi dancers wear light makeup and ornaments like the Rakudi, that is nothing but head ornament, Chandravanke, that is nothing but armband, and Addabasa and Kasina Sara, that is nothing but necklace. A long plate is decorated with flowers and jewelry. The ornaments are made up of light wood called the burgu. The typical musical instruments in Kuchipudi are mridangam, cymbals, veena, flute, and the tambura. So the answer is only 2 because it is one of the Indian classical dance belonging to Andhra Pradesh, not Kerala. Thank you. This is the today's session.